then maybe they'd have that one additional chance for both to make it. But
at least we get fireworks as fans,
yes.
right? It's not as fun for the team who loses because they both could have considerably made it to playoffs.
Always more losers than winners at every single Counter-Strike event. So who are the losers today? It's time we find out between these two teams that certainly want another playoffs. Nades with Magisk's name on it. Mzinho is able to catch the headshot as he pushes down into Ticket. Kicksand locks into the corner on spawn as Nico gets his flank into position. This is a flank with a man advantage, of course. So it feels like the Mongols are in a bit of a squeeze. 3 players here, eat that flashbang. Kicksand actually doesn't, so he's able to stop Techno in his tracks. Mzinho doubles back. Nico's still on the fringe of the ramp. Gets the reload off as Blitz's health gets toppled. Mzinho still in the middle, ready for more. 4th on the line, and Degster stops him. It's a clutch for the Russian as Falcons take the pistol.
Damn. Feeling a lot better about them, but not feeling bad about Falcons.
Yeah, for me personally, it's just that Falcons collapse that we ended up seeing, them getting completely smacked around earlier this week. You know, Mongols lost some games, but it wasn't that bleak. And I worry for Falcons that with the rotating door that continues to spin in their roster,
Damn, dude.
they could be falling into the pitfall yet again. But here we go, forced by man advantage for Mongols, trying to go for the window boost. They make a bit of sound and decide not to.
You never know if he's going to take damage or not. And Techno coming in first with the Deke. Won't be a lot of room to trade.
Oh! Yes, sir. See ya.
Such low health, man. 1 bullet. And look how the complexion of the round just totally changes off of a frag like that. Kicksan will have to answer for that one, unfortunately.
It's pretty wild at the start of the event when we had James Banks had a sit-down interview with Blitz. Just kind of ask him where the team was at, seeing as they have gotten a rare occasion to take an actual break, right? Time off in between events for the Mongols. Out of the exit on the ramp, Magis goes for the swing, gets there with both.
Beautiful.
Now that is the kind of individual moment you are hoping to see from Magisk. The pistol's out, so too much to ask of him. The recovery starts to occur here by the Mongols. 9-10 working with a full bar of health. Yeesh, getting awkward. Mzinho's supposed to give him the gun back. If not, 9-10 standing there with just the sidearm.
I don't think he even realizes. He wanted to get the op so that he could post on CT while Mzinho planted.
At least they got the bomb down. Mzinho gets off site, but working with only 3 points of health.
They just missed this, Dexter. Are they going to walk into the shot? That's the question.
Oh, 3 HP. Then they turn back. 9-10 takes the dink, the frags to soften them up. And 9-10 even kills Kicksan. This is a huge recovery for the Mongols if they stick the landing. But Nico's on top of it, looking for the bomb. Doesn't have a kit. Should have the time. I say should, but it's going to come close.
It's a very close call, but a secured position here for Nico.
All good.
Nice try, 9-10. Another piece of util missed. Could have done some chip damage. Heavy presence here towards middle. Ready to pop out versus this. Zeno surely going to get pushed as well. But he's the kind of guy you want on this spot. Nico walking up on this angle. Oh, instant. Between the eyes. And that's awkward.
Okay. Oh, no way. The fact he gets the second with the USP as well.
Yeah, how does he make this scary? And another.
Burns out.
Oh, if not for the molly. He stays alive with 3 kills. Dexter in a 1-on-2 now. Spinning.
Fire continues to burn, but the bomb is yet still to cross.
They don't know he's here.
No, they don't.
They're walking up maybe into ladder room. Dexter, we'll see if he's got the awareness to cover this position. He could look back at Senzu. No scope found just yet. Oh, there's the spray.
Almost turned.
Yeah, hard for Dexter. Doesn't know where Senzu went. That's crazy from Magis.
Ridiculous. Majority pistols. 9-10 won't be too timid about that. We'll see if the Tess has swing queued up. Op bullet disappears.
Yeah. Want to see that again. Looked pretty good for sure.
It's a great opening for Falcons. M4 gets its trade up in Palace, so limited weapons, but they're working. And Dexter's Deagle capable, we know it. Gets a tag on Techno's shoulder. Utility in response here. Tess ready to help out if needed. Not to mention, you've got Nico layered as the second cap play.
Yeah, how appealing is B right now after getting spotted from that far back? I don't think they can make inroads.
Good control of the guns here. Nico tries to come around the corner, sensing something's going on. Another chance for TeSS to step forward into that op line and drops it for the second time this round alone. Now, pressure back to Kixan as the solo A player, where MongolZ do indeed head.
And you do have Falcons worried about everything. So actually leaning here towards B, Kixan will have to frag. He plays for time.
Blitz on the approach has done good at unraveling this site.
They're coming in slowly from Palace. Let's see about this approach, because this won't be guaranteed cleared by Blitz. That has to be known. I don't see anything. Techno, how aware are you going to be?
Kixan's got to keep it full focus. He's going to look to attack Blitz now, but now the Palace player exits. No gun in hand, not ready for it. Blitz, barely enough time to make this happen, and it won't. Kixan plays it patiently, plays it perfectly. Baby rage. 9-10 wastes no time, but Dexter's on the ankle. And so locked in here by the Falcons op. And it's man advantage. Falcons trying to recover at the tail end of this half. Good flash into the underpass. Line him up, knock him down. All too easy. You make Blitz force the team kill in the middle of all that. Oof. Hands all over the MongolZ at the moment. Falcons starting to queue up fights on their terms. And there we have it. Dexter's second kill in this one.
I mean, everything from the utility to the mid control was just perfectly executed here for Falcons. See if there will be an op difference once again. He's blown up in the window. It's beautiful here for Dexter.
Yeah, MongolZ
9-10 dead again.
Still trying to get this action going early in middle. Oh, perfectly timed here. The utility on top of it, making MongolZ life all the harder. And you've got TeSS keeping a watchful eye on that climb up. Oh, beautiful tap out of MZ. His entry's 8. Oh, 3 kills come back.
Wow.
We see that tap, but it's not the first kill MZ actually ended up getting. Dexter also now with a double.
And the bomb's coming late middle. This is crazy. Blitz has only got a deagle, but I think there's 9-10's AK that he can walk over to.
Plenty of guns out there. Oh, MZ triple now.
No way.
Forces the issue through the smoke, catches Dexter off guard. Kixan starts to come at him, and Blitz is going to take his sweet time with this one.
Kixan doesn't know it, but yeah, Blitz is worried about him peeking off of every angle. Very scary spot. And going B's, yeah, got to be the right play, right? There's just limited information. You'd think it makes sense to plant on the A site. And if they hold off window, they've got the 2 best positions.
Hell of a half so far from MZ. 15 kills to his name.
Oh, MZ's coming through it.
Kixan, just got the better of the timing. Just got it. What's crazy is he goes into the corner to wipe his hand on his jersey. I kid you not. Does it again here while the molly burns. But that's what afforded him the timing on MZ's back.
Yeah, well, this one's about to get sweaty. Look at the utility that Kixan has. He knows he can just win this round. Blitz going to play far back. It's going to be one crazy spray through a smoke to decide this one.
Such good utility, though. You put the Molotov down on catwalk if you want to, and he can't even peek in to go for the spray.
Oh, but he didn't use the molly.
He didn't use it. You give him the chance to go for the spam, he'll take it. Blitz with the clutch.
That was nice from Blitz. I mean, it was...
Palace entry. That's what gets MongolZ back on the board. 2 rounds consecutive, all the Falcons allowed. Magisk has been absolutely bullied this half.
Man, especially with the kills that he got, too. The only guy who could beat him right now is MZ. Look at him, 16-6.
It's impossible, but it feels like all 16 of those deaths would be Magisk's. Yeah. I mean, he has had his hands full with the entry attempts, and MZ will not shy away from setting it up yet again. We've got Nico down beneath him. Caught out, just perfect timing, quick time to kill, and the mid-contact goes the way of MongolZ again. Connector player gets found out along the wall with nothing. Kixan thrust to another clutch, but outnumbered 1v5. Bomb is not here on this site. He has been wrapped around and swiftly dealt with. 8-4 on the half here for the MongolZ. An excellent start to the series.
Crazy to be able to say that Falcons had some great rounds in this half and still lost 8-4. decoy is the final piece of this. Emsinho, playing committed. And surely going to get peeked, right? No.
Leaves a bit to be desired. TeSeS waiting for the flash. He'll pounce on it.
Wow.
Clean double kill to the USP swap. 2 more to take down, but he finds himself in the sight lines of the CTs. And Degster disengages here with man advantage in their hand. Falcons sitting comfortably on site. We will get Blitz eventually in the mix of this retake.
Yeah, their job descriptions are outlined right now. Senzu has to win CT by himself. Oh,
that helps. They push forward. Degster gets tagged up more so. Blitz is going to try to cause them to frantically come back. Degster in the backdrop. Nico up close. It's all he needs, but no kid on the play. Jumps on it. He'll try it. I don't know if he's got this one. It looks a little too far gone, but he'll try his damnedest. Down to the white beep.
Oh, barely misses it. Well, he couldn't have had a better attempt considering the situation.
910 takes an extra second to get out of spawn here. Armored Scout, Armored M4 on Senzu.
It's a B play oncoming, but you've got one waiting to rotate underpass, an early smoke as well, and 2 in the site.
5-7 for Techno. Gonna get challenged. Oh, stops the jumping MAC-10. That's supposed to be your space creator. You're now down to the 3v5. They still try to emerge. Senzu leans back, continues to just fire off with the rifle. Triple kill from the catwalk. They tried to get it up in their aggressive stance. Degster dances from sight with only one. A quad kill from Senzu on the solo rifle.
Wow. All right, Techno, he's been a star anchor today. Some great shots, not that much action.
Okay. What? That's also the catwalk player. Kixan activates the perfect moment. Blitz by Kixan. That's good rifle work for the IGL of Falcons.
Not too shabby.
There we go. Some gusto behind that one from Falcons. Va-va, boom. Out from the apartments. Lickety split.
Madone. What a move out of Kixan. You just heard like 3 dinks at once.
Yeah, it all happened so quickly. It's because the Galil's a bullet hose. Bada boom. Nico back into the action. So Falcons, not dead yet. There it is.
They're meant to feign the cat split, but that just drew their attention.
Blitz quick with it as well. Insta headshot on Nico, bottom middle. Nico officially the lowest performing player in this map. Tough go of it, and Blitz is just going to step forward through the fire, escapes into underpass.
How do you find that route?
No way.
He's out towards B.
It's because he's always 4 moves ahead. Magisk connects on 910. But the bomb is still not in their possession. Blitz is going to get hurt by Degster. 35 seconds. Bomb could be scooped up. Yeah, they are recovering this from the 2 versus 5 to the 2v3.
The radar wouldn't have popped up right there for Blitz, but with Techno's kill.
Yeah, Magisk tries again, and Emsinho always deep down on that ramp, ready to catch Degster off guard.
No consistency.
It's a shame for Falcons coming into this one that, you know, what they had been banking on was Nico carrying them, kicking and screaming.
Timing.
To recover their event. Ouch. From bad to worse. Kixan down for the count.
They're just not welcome anywhere.
Degster, measly half health. Nico stuck here with a Desert Eagle, gets wall-banged out of the round and potentially the map.
Bullied.
Damn near impenetrable CT side coming out of the MongolZ. It's an attempt towards top middle. And there's the opening yet again. Magisk once more in a disadvantageous situation, trying to get the lifeline back in their hands. Off scours the field. Magisk has still got a little more left in him. And he's got more bodies down towards Khan. Nice tap. That's all Magisk so far. With the map on the line, Magisk steps up. And now it's a matter of figuring out where what's left of the MongolZ comes in from. You hear the rumbling of the retake over towards stairs. Incendiary will not find contact. TeSeS locks in this top Tetris angle, letting Magisk ready for the swing. And now TeSeS helping hands. It's a double dip from the Danes. A jump in from Senzu. This round MVP, hands down, Magisk.
Incredible.
And a wobbly economy for the Mongols to handle. Is going to be Falcons trying to skip a couple steps from pretty constant mid-play to just the all-in off-ramp.
So, unlike that last eco, there's a lot of attention towards A on this one.
Oh, no, Nico Magisk softened up by it. That's bomb spotted in the palace. And everybody able to flood out through the ramp. No real challenge offered up from MongolZ beyond the Mzinho Deek peek. Nico's going to be shaking his hand.
Oh, the bomb!
Eesh,
oh,
almost.
So close.
Almost. 1 health. Keeps Magisk on that bomb plant. TeSeS flash through. Kicks and turns it.
Saved.
A nice 180 to both sides of the ticket hold. Man disadvantage for MongolZ to handle. Will they take a sniff at this retake?
Yeah, with the palace layer here from Blitz.
Yeah, you think this element of surprise could damn well catch players off. They turn, but not in time to stop it. Blitz, he knows there's another one out here. Drops down onto Magisk. Dagster's up, over from ramp, but a tap of the bomb. Dagster doesn't bite. Hangs on for a second, and the block headshot in an instant.
See if Nico can get back in the game.
Looking to charge headstrong through. No defense showing itself just yet. Ooh, Mzinho at bat, single kill this time. His multi-frags have tapered off. And Senzu's not afforded the deepest of angles. Not enough to clear Kixan and TeSeS off of this. Flashbang keeps him at bay for the time being. And the MongolZ, it's a daunting task. If they opt to commit to this retake, it's a flash to get them through the smoke onto ticket. Kixan dead, and Techno trades out the TeSeS attempt. Dagster up, hits his shot. Senzu does the same. You've got Nico now sprinting in, lowest performing player in the server, and a smoke goes on top of bomb. Total denial of one of the best. The MongolZ step forward with 6 map points, and they'll close on their 4th attempt.
Yeah, it got a bit hairy towards the end, but the MongolZ have done it and closed out the first map. Falcons, there you can see it's high fives. Probably would have wanted a bit more of a high performance, particularly.
Maybe Shadow Daggers. What the fuck is this? Nah, man. Yes, sir. That's my style.
At the end of the day, it was an absent performance from Nico that cannot be ignored. You are the star of the show. And he came in hot-handed. We'll see if this series ends up trumping his previous performances. Still trying to fire off from ramp. He'll go down with nothing. Luckily, Dagster's got it all. Triple kill from Long. On the hunt of the quad, Techno gets popped, and Dagster locks this in.
Yeah, solid, man. He got the clutch on Mirage. 3A lean, excuse me, won't last forever. Nico's already going into CT spawn.
Smoke pops above him. Ahead of the incendiary, though, goes 9-10. Flashes find Dagster. He is burning to a crisp. Puts it out, but has to stay inside that smoke. Temporary cover. Nice frag grenade damage on that pack of players at the front of this push. They'll find a blind one in the back. Another nade. Nico just dunking damage on top of that pack. And so Techno comes sprinting over from the other half of the map. His entire team died in an instant. That is great pressure offered up by Falcons to give MongolZ the plant, but nothing thereafter.
And they miss a flash. Oh, that's a deep smoke, but they can see behind it. That's too deep. Uh-oh.
Magisk a bit flustered now. Op's gonna give a bit of cover, but only the one. And the rifle itself bested, so MongolZ remain adamant. Better be careful, Blitz runs back. And you had Kixan hunting him down. Jumps into the smoke temporarily. We're gonna get TeSeS trying to give himself a smoke to exit through doors with, but he opts not to follow through immediately. A little double up here from Falcons in the tunnels. TeSeS lines up a kill through smoke. That could suddenly distract the MongolZ enough for the retake to come out. Molotov down in front of him. One runs forward, dies. The window player pauses, only then to fall next. Nico still with nothing here to work with. Blitz puts the last one in the coffin, and the MongolZ on the board.
Yeah, definitely a scary spot. That's a different way to smoke the tunnels, but when you smoke that deep, unfortunately for the Falcons, that is. Nice one.
Again, Long just continues to go the way, but hey, you've got a recovery this time at least.
Crazy, still 3A on this setup.
Bit of catwalk presence to continue to keep those CTs preoccupied. Op holding the mid push out. Dexter just about to take the angle. Senzu's waiting for him.
Oh!
And that headshot is instant.
Oh my god.
Now Techno ready to go with 910 behind him. Bomb soon to hit this site. It is all Magisk. And for the time being, MongolZ still a little delayed out middle. At least he's able to hold off the one. Second gets away from him. Memzinho able to split up through site. And that's an op save queued up here for Falcons. MongolZ consecutive round wins.
Senzu is a terror, man. Waiting for the op to peek him. It's almost as if he knew it was an op that was going to hum his way, and he was still confident he would hit that bullet.
A test for Magisk again. How much has this guy been kind of getting pummeled on both the CT sides, right? From defending A site back on Mirage in the face of Memzinho. He's doing as good a job as he can, we said back on map 1, and he's still held the line more often than not so far here on Dust 2.
Yeah, oftentimes he's just so solo.
Yeah.
Right? Like that last round, his aim on the first kill was beautiful in Techno, but
just so targeted all the time. And
like right now, he's just by himself.
Yeah, this round's gonna be no different, but they don't clear him immediately. Door player comes out, good shot from Senzu, better from Kick.
Oh!
Stands the ground.
Woo!
Collect all four. No reload needed when they're tagged up. Blitz. Oh my god. Jumps.
He didn't even take damage.
How? How does he do that?
He goes unheard. He didn't touch the fire.
Firewalker. And then he's going to come through the smoke, and Dexter kills him. All right, 100 health, so be it.
Good for Dexter to be watching that, you know, especially with no audible.
Techno making sound at the bottom of middle, plenty of players with him. You've got this Nico crossfire set up with Kixan. Dexter's off not too far away. Magisk in the background gets hit. 910 drops the first player up close, and Nico's not going to let them escape for free.
I mean, they might know. 2 at least over on the A site.
Magisk low HP as well.
Oh, and he dies, takes that fight early.
Oh, 910 just survived more damage. Not only hit by an op early on, tagged up through that mid door. Memzinho awaiting the challenge on the doorway. Senzu's got to try to find a road for that bomb to cross. He gets popped here by the car. 45 to the clock. Memzinho keeps fighting, low HP, and it gets cleaned up by Tesses. Op rings out yet again, but 910 removed from the bomb site, removed from a post plants. Falcons able to fight tooth and nail for this B-hold.
Yeah, such a scary spot, and once again, it's this time it's not Magisk at all, and he has lots of help coming in through the door. Dexter just quietly having the cleanest scoreline ever, 10-2.
You know, one of the things we said was that with the rumors of players leaving Falcons, it's going to be important that if this is the last match we see of you, to perform well. Well, even on that loss back on Mirage, Dexter 1.28 rating. Look at him go here, off to the races, 10-2, and it's a race towards top mid for Kixan. And we say he's a fragging in-game leader, but now he's doing it tenfold. Smoke to the doorway to still try to put the bomb down. MongolZ may be losing bodies top mid, but it's a post plant nonetheless.
It's a fast flank in the tunnels here. See if they're going to be aware of it.
It's not a great post plant position for the player towards car. Bomb behind the pillar. 910. Ooh, it doesn't spread. He's just going to keep watching that jump up.
These incendiaries are useless, honestly. 910, well, he's still going to hit the shot.
And will. Tesses finds his. 910 doesn't need to peek. They play off of Senzu holding the entry, and Dexter just waiting for that back plat swing.
Uh-oh.
It happens, and a missed shot.
Uh-oh.
Twice. Dexter on top of it. Jumps for the defuse. Another clutch from Abdul.
Ooh, man, 2 chances there for 910.
And it'll be posted right here on the corner to try it yet again. Missed shot from Dexter, opens the door, 910 into elbow quick. He's got a teammate with him. Nico comes back though to pick up the slack.
Wow, after image flash, Nico, unfazed.
Wastes no time. Pops the first MongolZ player. Techno slips out through the mid doors, but there's a lot of attention turned towards him at this point. We saw a similar setup from the Falcons, bode well, push the Mongols back. Again, looking to interrupt it. Magisk on his own, concerned about the tunnels. Nico trying to find vision through that smoke. He just opens up a small gap, and Magisk has to then fight off-site. MongolZ 1v3, but dead to the TSS smoke spam.
He's fully covered, man. Oh, Falcons did such a fantastic job. Everyone there. I mean, again, it's a spot where Magisk appears to be totally alone. Oh my.
Okay.
What? Wow. Well, TSS literally standing in front of the smoke. It's got to be a demo kill. MongolZ just like, all right. I know what he's trying.
Pop gets traded. Nico gets flashed. Blitz doesn't pounce on him fully, but the second flash. Oh,
he got it
still. But then he tries to change guns before he's around the corner. Magisk off of his bomb site. 1 kill deep in this 1v3, but he's got 5 health to collect the next 2. Very desperate as the Mongols sit pretty on the brink of a 3rd round win. Just layered attack on that long corner. And unfortunately for Nico, he could have made all of the difference, but gets caught jumping away with his knife out.
I mean, he was lucky to even get that 2nd kill. He only came to and saw it.
Just keep it coming, Magisk. Yet again, very lonely job over on that B site. TSS gets bested by MongolZ in back-to-back rounds. You know, starting to find a little bit more success on this long corner. This isn't really something Mongols were too adamant about at the start of the game, but adapting slowly away from that B site after Falcons found consistency.
2 players spreading into tunnels, coming back late. This push-off cat surely is going to go all the way, considering the guns.
Techno concerned about middle, but the threat's really right above him. Kixan just atop. Oh, they didn't look straight down.
Even see him. Okay.
Luckily, Kixan covers it. Techno just kind of caught there. 910's not able to stop them from falling away from it. Do the Mongols leave long because of this?
3B or 3A, they know for sure. And there's the B
That's
player
matches
dead.
though. B player dead,
Yeah.
right? Op's going to take an angle in the CT spawn. Nico trying to move down along the wall. Does catch 910 off guard. There's that pit activation from MongolZ. Now they could try to go up cat.
You just missed that.
Kixan's able to hold back. Galil, all he needs. Gets into the site for a second. Set up by the flash top ramp. MongolZ's going to get his. But Degster's there to trade back. And it's only 10 health here for Blitz with 15 seconds on the clock. Now they've lost track of him. That much is for sure. But he tries to drop to spawn. Go! Hold on. He knows where the last player's at, but he has to get the plan. Dexter comes back. Dexter fights.
What?
All he has to
Why
do
would he
is
do
survive. He'll take it on his terms.
They kill Magisk in mid, and then they have the op try to kill the rotators from A, but that's early. They could have taken any angle they wanted to for that fight, so they really rushed that situation.
Nice. Xenio, quick execution of the Magisk fight. Kixan gets revenge. Kixan's really not taking any prisoners here on map 2.
His aims look good.
And he's going to try to clip off another one down towards spawn. Instead, he offers over man advantage. Fast rotation. Nico takes it back. Senzu just going to send the bullet over the lip of ramp. And then those Berettas in sight look to get going. They'll best the clock. Turn bomb by Senzu.
Damn.
And the Mongols let them have it.
Oh, 2 shots Senzu hit were beauties. Scrawny did. And I don't know why he said that.
There's one, but the MP9 offered over. A Techno who's going to have 3 Falcons players charging at him through the tunnel's exit. Senzu does get able to cross. Kixan kind of turned around, concerned about his flank, and that's what allowed the site to get bolstered by a second, but the digs come through.
Whoa. And
that Desert Eagle of Nico finds 2 kills on the attack. Kixan's able to get out through the doors, tucks into the cutout. You've got 2 rifles on the retake. No way that's what happens. You've still got the M4 retake queued up, but a scout no-scope. And Falcons looking to give the Mongols a taste of their own medicine to win with less. He's able to get down through the window. Desert Eagle off the mark. Second player head tuck, back car, now dead.
What?
He's got him up close. USP for the clutch.
Oy, that's a little messy.
And Mzinho able to jump on this one. It is costly, no doubt, but it's a 5th round nonetheless here for the Mongols.
I think that's such a key clutch right now.
Falcons on the 9-5 lead, go catwalk this time. And Senzu sitting lower tunnels.
He does not know that they're... Okay, they just walked the whole way.
Op misses
Uh-oh.
twice. Now it's an open invitation on this A site. Frantic rotation,
Yikes.
but not a single kill. Oh boy, Mongols dropping the ball on this one so far.
2 dinks they know about, for sure.
Yep. But just the way Senzu had his back turned towards middle, like the threat of the walk-up wasn't even possible.
They didn't use any nades. They didn't use any nades to get up cat. There was no noise.
He's left flabbergasted here in this one.
But this is also the round that could have been saved from 9-10. Just having a pretty nightmare map, to be honest. Missed a lot of op shots so far.
Uh-oh, Techno. It's a good distraction for Blitz to come out. But they seem to all dodge him. Oh, they take his gun.
Everywhere. Yeah, you didn't need to hunt that. Not a very handsome buy. It's another scout here for Senzu.
Ouch. Utility damage, quite immense. Kicksand, though, going to keep on fighting. 5-7 betters him. And Tessus down into the pit now. Better stay small. Not a lot of health to work with here for Magisk or for Tessus. Not a lot of guns for the Mongols. That scout from Senzu looks for its victim. Fireworks. This is a good kill for Blitz to try and chase. You know the op is up here. Doesn't feel like he's still looking around from the pit. I think Blitz might be able to catch him off guard. And then you've got an op to try to hold sight. You turn that thing around if the cat play was able to hold back, but now with that gun out on the field, it's going to have Falcons turning direction again.
Yeah, trying to do it slowly, but eventually it's just about getting to
Techno, though, he's going to catch him.
Spot.
Now that op's going to have the door crossed. Do the T's have nades? No, they don't. Not a smoke. Whoa, missed chance for Blitz. But the bomb is still yet to cross. Techno's got a gun. Falcons could drop this. Magisk has 37 health to cross. Good thing the flash found its target. Nico gives cover. Mongols knocking on the door of this retake. Blitz continues to try to find a way.
Big
And that Molotov's gonna fluster Nico ever so slightly further back. Techno gets the better of him. Magisk down, and the Mongols scoop up that op, run it to the other side, and save this one. See if it's too late. You've got Nico on that box right in front of you. 9-10 steps out into it. Oh, another missed opportunity from 9-10. He has dropped the ball.
Is brutal.
On this A defense yet again. Mzinho will try to play into the long doors. Gets the better of Magisk at least with the MP9 of all things. Deep CT peek from Nico. He wants to end this to take a 12th on his terms.
9-10 brutal misses, man.
I mean, it's
Nico's
one thing to be caught off guard. You know he's on that box. You're
Also,
stepping right into it.
Yeah, he's also not even peeking for you. He's looking deep into CT spawn. Again, it's one of those situations kind of hard to talk about the rest of the round when such a critical moment opportunity is just missed.
Down goes the second sniper. Mongols completely cleared out. Nico saves this one. Or is it more so 9-10 fails it? Damn near alone. Magisk leans back, wary of Mzinho and this pressure he throws out into the long doors, but Magisk so concerned about long doors, he'll still push down into the back of Blitz. His double kills connected. That pesky 5-7 takes its swing, and this is the Falcons queuing up a convincing Dust 2 victory. All of the shortcomings All the criticism, but Dust 2 remains the kingdom for the Falcons. And it falls on 9-10 and Techno to stop this, but both these players have been struggling throughout this second map of the series. With playoffs on the line, Ancient waits to dictate which of these two teams can step forward to the top 8 finish.
Wow, both players missing this.
And Nico's gonna go ahead and collect some free ones. So here we go. Falcons respond back, not to go down without a fight. Two teams that at the start of the event, maybe we both anticipate getting to playoffs. Now only one slot left over, and Dexter and Nico combined excellently here in this second map to make sure this series goes the distance. Feels like this one's still up in the air.
I hate to put a dampener on it, but there was actually more than a couple of very critical, easy shots that 9-10 could have denied multi-kills from both of those players. MongolZ will have to just make up for that here. Rush into B.
They'll try. 9-10 gets one. Ooh, they then step forward into this crosshair, and it's not a MongolZ who are remaining too adamant about taking over the B side. They're looking to disengage this, step away for a second. And the fact that that second kill kind of delivers itself means the MongolZ can play the waiting game for now.
If this were around 30 seconds, then you'd say Blitz maybe just turn into a lurk, but it's still possible for them to get back. But Bomb still hasn't moved yet, but surely they're going to think about it.
I mean, polar opposite side of the maps. The only position that hasn't been cleared between that bomb and the site would be Donut.
Yeah, he's peeling back now, but it's going to be time to start running.
He can run the whole thing, because at least Senzu has maintained mid-control the whole time, so that'll allow for the timings to happen. But by the time the rotate does occur, you do have Tesses in Donut.
Yeah, I think they're okay being heard because Blitz has gotten so far.
Question around Tesses, though. If he tries to stop the bomb plant, Blitz is in no position to help this out. They don't have utility to block it. There's going to be a very critical duel here between 9-10 and Tesses. He could try to swing out and clear.
Oh, what a shot. That's
tapped out of it.
Wait, can they get back?
Nah, this one's gone. Tesses, one bullet, 2 shots, and then he's just looking for the money, but a triple execution. Cold-blooded Tesses from Donut.
Damn, that's actually such a sneaky move.
Faster second round queued up as MongolZ take position inside A main. That was an ace.
That was an ace.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Wow.
There was so much chaos going down on the B side. I didn't notice who walked away with the first two, but damn. Okay, Tesses. Oh.
Wow.
And that's an ace.
That's an ace too. Okay. Back-to-back aces.
Dexter finds timing as that pack of players gets snipped out by Nico. Now his multi-kill moment. Looking for a little more. They stutter step towards the main. Crossing over. Further damage done here. It's not going to be comfortable for the MongolZ at all. At least they've got a bit of cover to work with.
Wait,
but Nico, he just keeps picking them up. There's no way we're about to get 3 aces in a row.
He was on for the ace.
Finally dropped. The smoke clears. He doesn't see the guy
hello?
on Magisk. He's right there. Mzinho's given a gift. He should have been dead already, no doubt. This is winnable. Mzinho gets clipped out by Kixan coming around that sight box. My God, folks, settle down.
We almost got 3 aces right there.
The momentum of Dust 2 has yet to stop. Senzu in the corner to catch Kixan off guard. Does not look like Kixan's going to clear this.
Yeah, he has no idea. Just comes down to if Senzu's going to take that peek. There he does it.
Smoke still drops. Oh, but he lines up the Nico kill. He wants a third, and Tesses able to stop that. Ahead of this wall of smokes is Tesses.
Yeah, he's in a key spot, actually, with that fresh smoke.
Oh, they find him out. Frag grenade pops it open. No defense left over, and the MongolZ able to cut through this B defense because of Senzu's early position.
Yeah, man. That's Senzu. Just a sneaky spot to be in. Another position that could have been cleared out if Kixan approached it carefully, but just had no idea he could have snuck up there. That's what might even the odds for someone like Blitz, who's going to scale versus him in most situations.
Here comes the execute again over top. Dexter made uncomfortable. Kixan looking for his, and he'll peel away to at least keep himself standing. Up on the line, connects. Dexter, the continuous rock of the Falcons hold. Bodies dropping all around him. His wall bang's a little off the money, and Mzinho hands busy with the plant. It's the 2 other players that die on sight. Dexter refusing to go down just yet. He's got Tesses working with him. But there will be no pinch into this bomb site. Corralled to exit the cave. And what feels like an eventual flank. TeSS isn't wrong to be worried about it, but Blitz will just still hold off for the time being.
They wait too long, they're just going to be baited here.
TeSS gets one on the cave exit. Still kind of stuck in. 910 has to push the op up top ramp. Senzu just pops TeSS head, and that's going to send Magisk to the save. MongolZ back-to-back B heads pay off.
Yeah, I mean, nice try here from the Falcons to go for that retake. Really good amount of patience, and even Senzu dies in the end.
In fact, the Falcons have fallen back off this bomb site as well.
They feel like they maybe are thinking about, okay, well, at least we can save some guns because they've really spent everything. Retake is so unlikely in this spot.
So lack of confidence here for the Falcons that could just lead them into more so of a save. Nico leaning over towards B to try to stop it, but that wall of smoke's just blanketing sight. They'll hear the run across, get a little spam through. Blitz dies in the backdrop, nothing you can do to stop 910, and that's all Mzinho needs to activate. Desert Eagle of Kixan doesn't quite cover off Nico's back end. And so he is now reeling away from the site, maybe hoping to get into the save, but you'd have to cross the spawn. And Mzinho's not going to let that happen. So majority dead here for the Falcons. The MongolZ 3 rounds in a row, despite different tempos and different portions of the hit emphasized each time. It's a bomb down in the end 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and the force down is a risk, but also if they save these 2 guns, it might not be too bad. We'll have to see if Dexter walks into this or if they walk into him. And it seems like they won't, actually. Oh, Dexter dies after time. That was not worth the fight. As he surveys here in A main, sees the passive smoke. There might be a late round opportunity to go back to him. Bomb still at elbow. Techno up to the plate, 0 and 5. Oh, 0 and 6 now. Caught off on timing.
Falcons starting to, I feel like, open up a little bit here, right? Taking action, making these mid moves. That lane push made possible by a bolstered cave play because mid goes uncontested. MongolZ let them get positioning. Magisk finding a late duel here, and this is kind of MongolZ just walking into their death in round 9. Their demise comes 1 kill at a time all across the map.
They wanted to make it an A split through Donut, but couldn't even get out of elbow. Late round control of middle wins this for Falcons. And another duel goes Dexter's way. Not bad.
Poor Magisk.
Yeah, he's getting it. He's getting it from every angle today.
It's a good position. He's on the box. He gets the first shots off.
Yeah. So close.
And the first domino last round, just hiding out in pocket, squeezed from both sides. TeSS continues to tear it up. They're going to go for the run boost onto the ledge. And that gives Nico an open road to ensure that nobody's exited elbow, ready to also rock into the lane once this fire finishes out. Nico sliding up. Techno tries to jump him. Still Techno without a kill. Magisk turns up towards the lane, but Senzu connects to 2 heads, both Nico's and Magisk's.
Yeah, he played that timing like a violin, Nico. That was so close in between that molly. Just got out of dodge, perfect reaction back, but you could see that the attack was actually fundamentally perfect from MongolZ. The trade was guaranteed. Mid control is 1 off of the attack pause. Now they've got a player advantage. And another kill. Senzu's lighting it up at the moment.
Mzinho sitting in the red room just waits for this activity from TeSS, which seems inevitable. He slides out, takes it on his own terms. And this B-bomb site's going to be found out to be completely vacant. So triple kill Senzu, little star-studded play out of the MongolZ to tie the game back up. All right, Senzu.
Yeah, man.
When push comes to shove, an absolute phenom in some of these earlier stages of events. Not the first time we've seen him take things over. 910 connects up close.
And he upgrades to the better skin. Taking this fight out and then flanking B, but instead they're really calcified in their spots. Lot rests on cave. Oh man, there's no response here from the Falcons.
Senzu, come on.
Man.
You can just feel it coming. There's a headshot back from Nico. Looks as quick as Senzu. It's the fact that Senzu gets 2.
This was just too quiet of a map here for Falcons. I mean, there was some natural moves you could expect to make that would work. That would have been a comfortable spot. So I think this is the point of the game where MongolZ now start to officially look better than the Falcons. They need to win back that lead.
Dexter hanging on for dear life. Mzinho between them, caught out, so looking to come into this last round with something to work with. 910's gonna try to jump on it. Magisk's fighting every step of the way to keep this. Unnecessary re-peek into Senzu if he does it again, so he won't. But MongolZ take a 6-5 lead.
Yeah, last round, so doesn't matter if you got that kill. They would have been able to afford anything.
Just thinking about it. Yeah, you can see him kind of inching around that corner. Wanted to sign up for a fight, takes man advantage by his own terms. And TeSS floating around cave, locked in a 1v1 for the time being, but Senzu's not far off. Utility pressure for TeSS. He looks to tuck back through and will get away. But that's map control offered to MongolZ. But does still have 2 teammates leaning A.
Yeah, they got a player disadvantage, but positionally,
it's a good off angle from Dexter as well.
This has got to be a wide swing from Techno.
Until he goes past him. He's able to get the instant headshot, re-peeks, and is clipped by the Opper. Magisk. Nicely done. Finds a second with the SMG, can upgrade into the full-fledged rifle. Then you get that temple peek, perfectly timed out of Nico. They escape his presence top middle, but he slides into that bomb site at the right moment, and the Falcons recover. We go tied on the half. Second pistol, and Mzinho kicks it off. Nico to the wayside.
Got to watch now from the passenger seat, Nico.
Gets tapped out of it. Last 4 Falcons players looking to join forces into the B split. We'll get Senzu, highest rated player for the MongolZ at the moment, looking to tap them back at a cave. Can't quite find that line. Has to offer over space. TeSS starts to truck towards him. Senzu, it's a one and done. Techno can't manage off the flash. Things get wild, but he's got it locked in. Turns around. His first kill found. Yeah. 30 bullets later, but he's got it.
Yeah, he's got it, man. He was aiming at all of them, man. They all almost died to Techno, but
something's got to land.
He at least got his first kill, man, right there. They won't be coming out of this unscathed, but the way I always look at it is if I'm playing, you know, I haven't had a really bad game, I just go, my teammates are buying me time, you know. Just gotta wait for your moment. You got warmed up.
Ooh, good flash. Techno flies through.
There it is.
But he goes for the upgrade instead of holding that smoke, and so Kicksan's response is quick. So's the push out of Nico. Already stepping on those mid steps, but great distraction inside Donut, turned on by Dexter.
Beautiful.
Blitz is able to recover that.
Bomb stops.
He sells them the fake. All that attention turned towards his corner, opens the door for the teammate. Now Kicksan doubles back. A 1v1 versus 910 that escapes him, and so the Magisk 1v3 queued up.
And they don't know where he is. I don't know if they saw him outside of... Magisk can maybe have a little fun with this. Looks like the plant might just be given.
You said it. Magisk has had to find a way to have his own fun. He's been given the space to do exactly that here. Doesn't have the utility to block off Donut, so it's always going to be a sketchy plant. And maybe that's why he goes to clear Temple or CT.
But now he's just going to die planting.
Yeah, 910's not wasting any time. He'll go ahead and shoot him in the back. Magisk, it's all for naught. MongolZ 9-6 lead.
This may be the last round we see with this lineup.
Cutout damn well cleared. Ooh, okay. Techno, we've seen some wild antics on the cave. He tries it again. Nico insta-kill on Blitz. Those are the 2 struggling players in the MongolZ camp, both trying to take initiatives on each side of middle, both dropped empty-handed.
That does tell you something, you know, fortunate here for the Falcons, because middle control will be pivotal to a comeback if Falcons make one.
Missed shot as well from Senzu. That could have been the start of turning this one back the other way. And instead, it's looking like the first gun round from Falcon, the first real buy. Had all the trimmings. And they actually got a chance to play it out. Not hit instantly by Techno flying out the cave. Finally, one of these MongolZ engagements ends up catching a Falcons player off guard, but it's all for naught. Bomb's gonna hit the A site, Falcons gonna win this one. And it feels like MongolZ off to the save.
Simple as. Winning mid and won the round off of that. That's sustainable. You know, full A hit, full B hit, that's not sustainable. That's, you know, part of the greater tapestry of a half if you're trying to call, you know, a 7-round comeback. But the meat of your rounds are going to be into mid, slower defaults. Techno has to be vigilant. Well, Falcons look confused, man.
Yeah, they're kind of pausing out at 30 seconds.
If they're walking
to leave.
Yeah, if they're deciding to leave, though, no one's actually dipped out a donut yet. Like, wait, they're walking back?
In through middle, denied inside the B site.
What?
A defense is going to hear this run. Mzinho's going to drop an incendiary at 15. Smoke on top of that. You want to run through? Go ahead. Mzinho gets popped.
Oh!
It's a saving grace here from Magisk, making his way, finding a way into that bomb site. Talk about desperate, but it works. At least enough to put that bomb down. Senzu peels back with the op, caught off by this lurk out of Degster. And suddenly Nico and Magisk sit a little more comfortably on site. Doesn't mean the MongolZ have given up yet. Blitz emerging, shadow spotted. Should be the attackers on high alert. Missed shot at a Senzu, and he is now going to get swarmed from behind as well. Time limited. Falcons play with fire, but they still break through.
Oh, wow. I mean, make no mistake, the calling absolutely broke down there for a second, and if not for Tessus and Magisk both getting their kills at the same time,
Tough spot for Senzu. Burned by half. Blitz gonna try to, nope, not even. Thought maybe get some kind of positioning on site. Instead, he just stalls inside smoke for an extra second.
Uh-oh.
4 players to surround this site. It's good damage. There's the trade back. They try to charge in. What a turn from Tessus. Snaps it on to Techno, who has been bullied all map long. Degster sitting behind that pillar, hoping cover can come through from that Tessus op, but he's not fast enough to the trigger. Now it's Degster's turn, AK in hand. Finds the first kill to 9-10, and his teammates got him covered. Falcons tie on 10.
Tessus, what was that? Yeah, a ton of it. They've definitely been timid about their pushes. They haven't looked for late round timings. They played almost solely site defenses. Oh, but and Techno dies again.
Yeah, they get him to lock in with the fight. They get a dink through the wall bang that actually ends up doing way less damage than they would have wanted. Doesn't mean they don't follow through.
So much confidence after they heard that dink.
Still 3 players down on elbow. We're gonna get the MongolZ to try to come back at this perhaps. 9-10 on the angle, Blitz in the corner. This is a setup that's banking on Falcons still pushing their luck through the caves. But 1 kill on Techno doesn't mean that this whole pack of Falcons is inbound.
It's not bad lay of the map here for the MongolZ. Even if they're not going for mid, they still have Donut to watch.
We saw some shaky late round decisions out of Falcons, but it looks like they're moving with enough pace. Into Mzinho they'll go. Fire at his feet, force the issue. Util's well placed. Blitz on the flank, but this is being covered by Nico. May come down to Senzu on the site. He's got the coverage of the box.
They're not looking for him.
They've turned both backs to him. Senzu strikes.
Oh!
Bomb down at 15 seconds. Degster picks it up. Up out of 9-10 here on the lane, and he's missing shots. Bested by the pistol.
Oh.
Bested by the soon-to-be departed. Degster is the star tonight.
Yes, he is.
7 T rounds straight from the Falcons if they put this one on the board, if they eliminate the MongolZ now. But Techno in 9-10 will crank that dial. A bit more pressure offered from this B defense that's been inactive. Techno barely stands. Senzu gets hit, and he has been going so above and beyond.
First time that you have 2 angles on this attack for Techno to have someone drawing attention.
That opened a door just enough for the MongolZ to double back to get some kind of eye on mid. Incendiary drops at 40 seconds. Limited utility still for the rest of this round of the MongolZ, and the Falcons decide that this is their moment, this is their time. They will lay down those smokes and they will try to follow behind it. Blitz goes down with nothing, and now these Cave players have to somehow pull this out of the hat. Techno first at bat connects. Just the SMG, just the 6 HP, and it's enough. Kixan's gonna go for that bomb plant, bullets whizzing by him. A little more damage done, he hangs on. Magisk into the back of this site. Low health bars means clutchable round, but they find it. And the MongolZ push us to the 24.
Oh, they can finally take a breath for a second as they get better guns. And no, they now have a real hope to bring this into overtime.
Nico looking to lock in on him. MongolZ offers up util. Check out the damage from the nades. But the chase is on from the Falcons regardless. Popping it open, finding the contact. 9-10 first blood, man advantage MongolZ. Nico walks up, blitz from the corner, toppled back by Degster. And so the 3v5 begins.
9-10. Critical moment. Should be an easy shot. Hits it. 2 left. Overtime looming. Falcons thought they had this one wrapped up.
They've still got a minute to unfold it.
Yeah, and at least they have Degster alive of all players.
He's been so good.
The only one on this team that is positive in
all
this map.
series. And he's not gonna stop the show now. Swaps off. What started as a 3v5 goes to the 2v4, now 3 remaining MongolZ.
Oh man, MongolZ's giving up a great spot to hold on to A to turn into a flank, which his teammates could have pulled off from Cave. He'll give them some guaranteed late information, and they'll make this move over, but Degster, he hunts. He's still on this op.
Nobody considering the flank just yet. They've got the smoke to cover the plant. TeSeS starts to fall back. He better turn to hold the donut. He still has his back exposed. They never saw this coming. No flick around this time, but Degster, oh, a showstopper. And he chucked that AK to the wayside. You've got 3 bullets in this op. You've got 3 players ahead of you, and they will not let him get one off. MongolZ, when push comes to shove, step up. Deep breath and another charge forward. Kixan looking for it.
Oh, Techno dead again.
He's had step-ups, but the tempo this time gets the better of him. And Kixan's looking for a little more love.
Oh, they're on good time. This is actually dangerous. TeSeS going to be regretting throwing that smoke when there's no one else out here. No movement, though.
Yeah, keeps them a little bit too preoccupied. MongolZ only now starting to scramble back around through donut. MongolZ's got an incendiary. You set that corner of the site ablaze.
Smoke's a little deep, actually. He's not going to get in front of it, however.
And no CT control either, so a bit too worried to try to plant behind the box. Kixan just waits it out. Could be spammed off the plant, not the case. MongolZ decides to slide out into sight. Only caught out by Magisk, but he only needed that sliver. A slight bit of vision. And a whole lot of comfort to come with it. Bomb plant, 5v3. Blitz will slide out on the same angle. This time Magisk not ready. Blitz a double down. And now as you've got Senzu emerging out from donut, his teammate not far behind him. TeSeS holds back with Degster up above. 9-10 tries to get on bomb. Senzu has to get both with another breathing down his neck. It's done. Falcons the man advantage too much and an early lead OT.
Oh yeah, they get it back, man. This game has had so much parity every step of the way.
This one's fast. Oh, this is a charge headstrong into the B site. Entry frag off the MP7. You catch him off timing, but Techno's still able to put that first one up. Look how fast the climb is too. Already down at the base of the ramp comes MongolZ. MongolZ ready to retake already. Falcons corralled, but TeSeS able to get a bit of lady luck on his side still to strike up the top of ramp. MongolZ's in the corner. Oh, does he press his luck?
Oh my god, he gets smoked now. They're surely gonna watch it. The walkthrough will happen.
Change the timing. That second smoke changes timing.
Another layer.
A slight delay, a great spray. Blitz finally in that kill feed. And 9-10 strikes one down from inside that cave. Nico now time to clutch. 30 health and 2 players layered up. It's good damage. It's 2 kills in. Senzu on the bomb denied. Nico all the way.
It had to be him.
Techno has been trying his absolute best to get back in control of this game. His T side was abysmal.
Now he starts from the back foot already. It would be the final nail. This was the recipe, though.
Boost.
B pressure. Techno dies again.
They disengage. They decide to just swing it instead. Senzu finds Kixan in return. TeSeS could still try to pressure, following through on Cave. Blitz's position catches him off, but Blitz doesn't get his kill.
Oh, that's scathing. We've got the window timing as well. Senzu, 19 health.
All he's got, Nico slides forward. It's the element of surprise. It's a good position, but it's a great teammate too. Magisk has stepped it up. Bullied on that first map.
Whoa.
His name across the next two.
910 made it back into the site. It looked like he escaped
Bomb could be
backwards.
caught. He gets it past.
Oh, what a reaction.
Man, we're starting to get into the nitty-gritty. And there's the off shot. 910 just dives into Dexter.
They have no idea.
He missed the timing, right? Mzino comes out from elbow, and he didn't see the bomb just walk out through that cave.
He knows Magisk is already in CT as well. They just didn't have the information, and now Mzino, he'll walk over and op. What's this gonna do?
Man, it's bleak, but he's got the op. He's got a smoke now, that helps. Picks it up off the dead body, throws the incendiary first. He's gonna look to keep it frantic. Swaps over the guns into the AK just in case. They're gonna expose him.
They missed the nade, but he gets off
the
it.
defuse. Things could still get frantic, but now they don't have a way to reopen. They better get him off this
They don't know where the bomb is?
They get some damage in.
Hello?
The knife is out. He wins this.
You're joking.
Oh, in classic Falcons fashion. TeSeS will buy himself and his team a little more time. We hit the 35-second mark, and the Falcons have opted to get a little more aggressive. It's them to step up to the front room of Cave.
Another
But what
chance.
that does is opens the door for the ramp push to come through, and Techno very clearly has a sense as to what's up. It's two players inside of it. Neither one of them goes down at his hand. But as they double back to the site, they will have found it taken over.
Yeah, Cave is nice, but it's not enough.
Mzino goes deep, blindsides Magisk, doubles down on Dexter, and while you may have taken over the cave, you will find yourself with nothing else. The Mongols pick up 3 frags elsewhere, and your cave becomes a cage. Flawless one from MongolZ.
Leave it to Mzino. No opponent as
back.
well. Oh, look at the map for Falcons, man. They are giving up so much control and taking nothing back.
They just forfeit this. They're so worried about middle because Nico starts the round on B. That gap in information just suddenly seems too daunting. And the Mongols are just going to go ahead, find a completely vacant site, barring TeSeS. He gets that first one and the second clean. There he is! Not just Dexter soon to be on the chopping block, they claim. TeSeS, 3 kills to his name when it matters. And it's 910 to go deep into the peak. Blitz, it's a one and done. 910 recovering off that nade.
No way.
Second kill. And Dexter's got this line held on. So there we go. A Falcons 15.
Oh, Falcons 15. That's a TeSeS 15th right there.
Making up for the non-flawless first half of overtime. Senzu's nade, a homing missile on Dexter. And Nico just gets popped. MongolZ man advantage. Falcons wanted to sign up for the mid-fight. Stark contrast to the round prior. You signed up for it.
Oh, Techno. He's been getting timinged every single round. Right now, it's a man advantage here for the Falcons. Techno decides to lurk and walk around up through B. This could be a huge play. It has to be.
910, Shadow, Magisk. Oh!
Whoa.
The fact he gets Mzino maybe saves them. But over towards B, Techno now preoccupied. They know at least one of these MongolZ members on the other side of the map. What can TeSeS do to be the hero yet again?
Oh.
Senzu down, bomb not planted, pressure's up, and there's the second attack. Kixan couples with TeSeS so well. And they knew where Techno was once upon a time. No possession of the bomb. Rumors of the Falcons putting 2 players on the chopping block, but it is those 2 that step up in this deciding map between Dexter and TeSeS, an extra breath of life in the lungs of Falcons. From grand finals inclusion of Poca to a top 8 in Bucharest if Techno drops this. 20 seconds, and the first duel's found. Position confirmed. At least he's got the smoke to block them off. He could try to go for the desperate plant behind box. It's all he can do. He tries to bait them in, takes damage in response. Do they flush forward? Do they charge? Yes, sir! Not just into him, but into playoffs. And the Mongols will flail on the other side, missing top 8 in 2 consecutive events.